Children, today we will see a story on tree friendship. A huge tree once grew on the banks of a river. At night, birds from all around the area would rest on the tree. In the morning, they would fly away again. On that tree lived a crow. He was the guardian of all the birds who came to take shelter there. One day, he spotted a bird catcher. Danger. The large tree is the perfect place for me to catch some birds. I'm sure it must be home to many birds, thought the bird catcher. Oh, he's coming towards this tree. His intentions don't seem good, thought the crow. The bird catcher stopped right under the tree and opened his bag. What is he taking out of his bag? Thought the crow. He took out grains of rice from his bag and scattered them on the ground. Then he pulled out a net as if to measure the area in which he had thrown the grains. This seems enough for the size of my net. Folding his net, the bird catcher hid behind the bushes. I shall catch the birds as soon as they land here. After some time, a flock of pigeons arrived. Let's drink water in that lake, said a pigeon. Hey, what's that scattered on ground? Grains of rice. So many? They called all their friends. Come down, there's so much food over here. Before the crow, who had been watching all this from the tree, could warn them, they began to eat the grains. Let's carry some for our children, said the pigeons. Just then, the bird catcher threw his net over the pigeons and trapped them. The pigeons were shocked. Oh no, we are caught! What do we do now? Their leader, a clever pigeon, came up with an idea. Let's fly away carrying this net with us. But how? Asked the other pigeon. If we all flap our wings together at the same time, we can easily lift this net. Let's not waste any time. The bird catcher is approaching. As the leader of the pigeons gave a signal, the pigeons started flapping their wings together. In no time, they were flying high up in the sky. How could that be? Thought the bird catcher. I have been tricked by these clever birds. I won't let them get away so easily. He ran to catch the birds, but it was all in vain. As the pigeons disappeared in the sky, the bird catcher could only watch regretfully. Not only did I lose my catch, but my net too. Meanwhile, up in the sky, how long shall we fly like this? One of my friends, a mouse, lives some distance away. Let's carry this net to him, said the pigeons. He will be able to cut through this net and set us free. On the ground, the mouse saw the strange sight. Oh, wow, what's that? He ran inside his house and hid there. It must be some terrible monster, thought the mouse. Meanwhile, the pigeons landed near the mouse's house. Oh dear mouse, it's me, your friend. The mouse recognized the pigeon's voice and instantly came out of his house. Oh dear pigeon, how did you get caught? The pigeon then narrated all that had happened. Please help us. Surely I will. Don't worry, said the mouse. The mouse quickly began to sever the net with his sharp teeth. Soon all the pigeons were free and thanked the mouse. All this while, the crow had been following and watching the pigeons he had wanted to help. They don't need my help. They have a good leader and a true friend in the mouse, said the crow. Shri, what do you think about the crow in this story?
The crow knew the danger was going to come, but he felt happy because the pigeons didn't need his help, and they had a good leader and a true friend of the mouse.
Okay. So, what do you think the crow could have done?
The crow could have helped them before, but he knew if he came to step in to help, the bird catcher would tie him up as well. So he didn't come. But he was happy because the leader knew what to do.
So, even in our life, we will be meeting some people who can help but would not be in a position to help. But do you think it is the birds that had attracted this problem?
No, it was the bird catcher. He came into the forest in search of birds, even though the birds minded their own business. So
The birds attracted the bird catcher. It was their bad day or bad sight, or they stepped into something before thinking where did the grains come from? Because in the forest, it doesn't come so easily unless someone has done it purposefully. So, unawarely, they entered into this problem. But at least there was a wise leader who could guide them and a true friend who could help them to come out of it. So, do you think the birds will get again into some similar problem?
Well, if once they got they had a bad day and bad sighting, and they didn't take twice before understanding why the grains came in the forest, because someone would have done it intentionally. No, no, they won't, because they will always think twice is and they will always make sure why did the grains come, because they know
So,
what
it is
they are.
necessary to ask questions inwardly, introspect, think, understand, feel the emotion, whether because most of the time the intentions, the emotions warn us ahead of a danger, because the crow instantly saw the person even before he threw his net and understood that his intentions are bad. So, even we will have such intentions, the gut feeling, which we call, which will forewarn us of a danger which is approaching. So, it is always necessary to be aware of what is going around us and what is going inside us. We have to come to a conclusion to steer clear of any such dangers.
So we should always make sure that that we are checking rightly, and we have to think twice before doing anything and ask questions.
So, the best thing is to be aware and do not get into the problem or does not attract the problem. And even if you have attracted, still there is a time you can come out of it by applying your awareness to that.